MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Should be a good one here this afternoon between the Washington Nationals and the Chicago Cubs. Major League Baseball on the Show starts now. Jose Quintana, a Colombian native, gets the call to start this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, we look a lot at numbers from starting pitchers, walks to innings pitched, but one of the key stats I look for is whip. And he has a sub 1.30 whip coming into this start, which tells me he throws strikes. He's not afraid to get the ball in the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if he can string together some real quality innings in this one.
So digging in now, Trey Turner. He will lead this one off today. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they come in a bit of a rough patch. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, this is the perfect guy to have on the mound. A veteran, not going to let the moment get too big for him. Completely understands what's being asked of him. They've been losing lately. That can't be denied. But this is the perfect guy, right spot.
Sliced hard but foul. Look out over there. Our temperature 74 degrees as we get things started this afternoon. Now the 2-1. This one's down to third. And that's the first out. A moment now to take a look at the visiting Washington Nationals. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, you know, Matt, they need to get better production for their number 3 hitter. Watching his last game, he went 0 for 4, and it just looks like he's out of sync right now. Maybe this game is the game that gets him going.
In now is Adam Eaton. So weighed out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. Quintana has become known as a guy that's tough to take deep. So many starting pitchers find themselves snake bitten by the gopher ball, but he really limits that. Behind 0-2 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. This is on the ground over to first. Reined in. And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first.
Batting third, the left fielder, number 22, Juan Soto.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the dynamic bat of Juan Soto. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
This guy loves to drop the head on those pitches down and in. I'm shocked he went in there, but he's able to jump ahead and get away with it.
And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1.
As a veteran out on the mound, that's a pitch that you expect to get a call on. Got to believe he keeps pounding that spot until he builds a rapport with the umpire.
Happ will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So a fairly painless top of the first, and now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Steven Strasburg will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Steven Strasburg has been good since he put on a uniform. The pride and joy of San Diego State University. The closest thing we've seen to Nolan Ryan. Mid to upper 90s fastball. Great changeup, great curveball, and great slider. Very, very rarely do you see a guy have a 4-pitch mix that's as good as Steven Strasburg's.
Now at the plate, Chris Bryant. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And the pitch. Fellas, the Nationals, as they take the field here today, despite the loss last time out, they'd won 4 in a row, so they'd been on a nice little roll here.
Quick turnaround after a short little homestand, Matty. 4-2, though. They played well, taking 4 out of the 6 games they had to in front of the home crowd. They walk into this environment on the road today looking to set the tone for this road trip.
(3-0) now. Waiting his turn on deck next is Jason Kipnis. Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter. The 3-1. ball hit high in the air, deep down the line in left, hooking just a little, and he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
You know, I'm really impressed with what Wilson Contreras is doing. I was so impressed with him last month. He had 25 runs batted in. I was looking through the stats and it said 25 RBIs, and I had to do a double take. That's when you're picking up your team and helping them win games, too.
Turner has it. On to first, and Strasburg's in control here, 2 away.
Batting first, the shortstop.
Here's Javier Baez. Strasburg comes set. Here's the first pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Here's a swing and a bouncing ball hit to Turner. It's short. And no chance on the throw here as he reaches first easily.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Wilson Contreras is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. From the belt, kicks and deals. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball, 1-1. Now time to list the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Jerry Hillsdale.
D-Roy, Jerry Hillsdale might be one of the more solid everyday umpires in the league right now.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best in the business, Dan. High praise all around. You go into both meetings with the managers, and what do? They rave about Jerry Hillsdale.
Here's the 2-1. Hard on the ground towards short. Turner gloves it. They'll go the short way to Kendrick at second, and that'll be that. 1 left for the Cubs. We are still scoreless. All set for the start of the inning. Digging in, Eric Thames. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. A swing and a ground ball to third. Oh, look at Bryant. It's in time. And what a vital play there, preventing the leadoff man from getting aboard. Stepping into the box, Howie Kendrick. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1. Grounded up the first baseline. Scooped up. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, Ryan.
Set to go now, Ryan Zimmerman. And we'll see if he can get out of this little dry spell he's stuck in. Not much offensively coming from him lately. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Well located fastball right there. If he can continue to do that, he'll pitch deep into this one.
Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike 2.
Hey, down 0-2. He better be leery of this guy's nasty changeup. He has the ability to bury it down and away or down and in wherever he wants to. So you got to be on point with this one.
Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Fielded cleanly. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the inning now, so that'll bring up Jason Hayward, and he's got that batting line up near the 300 mark entering play. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Strasburg, a California-born ball player. He was a first-round pick back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute...
Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the flip to a hustling Strasburg covering at the bag for the out.
Time for a look at the curly W on D. And guys, this starting pitcher right here is in the top 5 in the league in strikeouts. And what does that tell me? That tells me that his defense cannot fall asleep in this one. They better go through their pre-pitch routine. They better stay on their toes and stay engaged in this one in case something finds a barrel.
Swung on, and this ball is hammered. Forget about it. Gone! Solo home run for Kyle Schwarber, number 14 on the season, and the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
Stepping in now, David Bodie. Swing and lift the ball fouled off to the left and out of play. Comes set with the 0-1. Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early 1-0. Fastball called strike, 1-2. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up, ball 2. Here now the 2-2.
It's a fine line for working down in the zone on 2-2 and bouncing one in there that basically stands no chance at getting swung at. Right there, he basically spiked that one right into the dirt, and now he has to find the zone on a 3-2 pitch.
Ball 4.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. His past numbers with Steven Strasburg, he's 0 for 4. Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
Hey guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
Into the box now, Jose Quintana. And they do have him bunting with one away as he puts this one down. Kendrick on to first, not in time as he just hits the bag ahead of the throw. Here's Chris Bryant now, and their runners at the corners now. First pitch of the at-bat. A ball and no strikes.
Ball 1, no strikes.
One ball and one strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. The ball and 2 strikes.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive and a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
Hey, great job of holding up right there. Little 2-out lightning might ensue by 1 check swing holding up.
Here's the 2-2. And the runner's coming home. Hit on the ground out to short. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. Sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. Back with more. Into the box, Kurt Suzuki. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Howe is right there, 1 down. So with 1 away, time for a check at the standings now in the National League Central as you see where the Cubs find themselves entering play here today. So here's Starlin Castro. He appeared as a pinch hitter in yesterday's contest. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
1-0.
The 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Nationals have yet to crack the hit column thus far. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Now the pitch. Down the first baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off. Maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
The pitcher, number 37, Steven Strasburg.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And that'll bring up the pitcher, Steven Strasburg. Here's a cold strike about thigh high. 0-1.
He dropped that curveball in for a strike right there. But don't kid yourself. That's a dangerous pitch. He needs to start thinking about maybe working that back door, or that could get some serious damage done to it.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The 0-2 once more is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Nationals gone in order. They still trail 1-0.
We're just about set to go here as the Cubs come to bat in the 3rd inning, and Chicago fans have been fortunate to watch one of the best offenses around this season. At the start of the day, they're one of the most dangerous groups of hitters in baseball, ranking 1st in the league in both home runs and slugging percentage. But this is not just a team full of bruisers. As one of the coaches told me, we've got guys in the lineup that are multidimensional. We've got plenty of power, but we've also got guys that will use the whole field and that can leg out a double or triple when they find the gap. Safe to say this is a well-crafted offensive unit, guys.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Pitch on the way. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. Here's the pitch. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Looking at his career totals, Kipnis is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Here it comes.
Ball, that's in.
Called strike 2, and now it's full 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Javier.
So one away here with the bases empty, and with it comes Javi Baez to the plate. He's set, and the pitch. Curveball close, but it's 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. No contact there, and it's 1-2. Into the corner and slicing foul. The 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Here it comes. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Striding into the box, Wilson Contreras. Strasburg comes set. Here's the first pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Popped him up. And Suzuki able to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order, but they're up 1-0. Here now is Trey Turner back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
All right, so time now for the Cubs Road to the Show report as we see a couple of prospects who have been performing at a high level in the upper minors. Adam Eaton digging in next. And he takes ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 1-0 home. No runs, no hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. In the air, down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball.
Hey, last 2 pitches back-to-back off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
Off-speed pitch, and there is strike 3 called. And boy, that zone just got a bit larger. 2 away.
1. Soto.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And digging into bat next, the ever dangerous Juan Soto. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Now the pitch. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. Swing and a miss as he chases one out of the zone for the 3rd strike, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They trail this one 1-0. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Wachner.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Thank you, Heidi. Off the plate and away there, 1 ball, no strikes. Now it's 2-0.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
Line to shortstop, and there's 1 away.
Now back, left fielder, Kyle
Coming to the plate now, Kyle Schwarber, and he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around.
And that's been the entire offense so far in this one. They've been shut down other than that.
Swing and a miss at a first pitch changeup, 0-1.
I don't mind the aggressiveness right there. He was definitely trying to get the head to a fastball. He pulled the string on that one. He's going to have to stay back a little bit longer.
Line toward the alley in left center, but this will hang up just enough as he takes it in stride in left center for the 2nd out.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
So striding in, David Bodie. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Now the pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the 1st strike.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. Into the bleachers and gone. Solo shot here to left. 6th home run on the season for him as the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
When you're facing an elite starter, you know runs are going to be at a premium. I don't know if this shakes the starter's confidence, but you know what it does? It certainly boosts the confidence of the guys in your lineup.
center fielder, number 8, Ian.
To the plate now, Ian Happ. As Strasburg will get ahead of him here with strike 1. A base hit in his first trip. And that misses 1-1. 2 runs, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
And And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. Cubs get a run here thanks to this solo home run. We played 4. It's now 2-0 Chicago. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago, back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Nationals manager Dave Martinez between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Thames behind 1-2. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the 5th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And we see there that they're currently ranked 3rd best in that category in the NL. 1 gone for the Nationals in the 5th. And stepping in is the second baseman, Howie Kendrick. And that misses for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. And he watches this one in there for a high strike. Two and 2 the count. Kendrick waiting. Now the pitch. Line drive to left. No one can make a play, and the first Nationals hit is going to be extra bases. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with the single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they can get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Lofted in the air out toward right center. On the move is Hayward. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. But he gets back in time, safe at second base. Digging in to try it again, Kurt Suzuki. He flew out in his last at-bat. And that misses ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Kendrick at second with 2 down. Ball 2.
Tough situation for him right here. I mean, he's got an open base, so he doesn't have to give in to this guy, but there's definitely danger looming on deck, so you can't just...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Another look at the acrobatic play out there in center. Back with more fun here on a Friday afternoon after this. Into the box now, Jose Quintana. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
The pitcher, Jose Quintana.
Here's the first pitch to him.
That's a ball.
The 1-0 home.
2 balls, no strike.
It's great to be able to face a pitcher to lead off the inning and get yourself a quick out. But now you find yourself down 2-0, and he's licking his chops for a fastball.
Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Chased a bad ball up out of the zone. 2-2.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Now batting, the third baseman, Bryant.
Digging in next will be Chris Bryant. He was a ground-out victim last time up.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
In there, a base hit. So a runner at first with one out now. And standing in now, the power-hitting second baseman, Jason Kipnis. From the stretch. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball one. The 1-0. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
Even though he was fooled in the box right there by that pitch, he was able to keep his hands back, not overcommit, and stay in this at bat.
The 2-1 home. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Soto will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 9, shortstop.
So the runner at first here with two gone in the inning. And into bat next, the versatile weapon Javier Baez. From the stretch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Eaton is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Cubs strand one, but they're on top 2-0. Here's Starlin Castro to start things out in their half of the sixth as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. One hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Straightened him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
Hey, I know it's a day game, but these guys better wake up. He's on point today, throwing a lot of exploding stuff, darting and diving all over the strike zone.
Now another 1-2. Check swing. No swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
He would have had to go with the old school Tommy Hawk approach on that one if he wanted to get on top, but he was able to lay off it.
3-2 full count. Here comes the payoff pitch. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Hard on the ground toward short. There's Baez. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
The pitcher, number 37.
Digging in, Steven Strasburg. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Fastball in there for a called strike.
I know it's cliche and it's tired at times, but a well-located fastball down at the knees is still the best pitch in the game.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
The next 0-2.
Ball.
Hit hard to short. Baez has it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The batter, number 7.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Trey Turner. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And that misses inside. 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Nationals gone in order. They trail it here 2-0. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Wilson Contreras. He'll look to get things going here in the Cubs' half of the sixth.
Wilson.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit hard on the ground is short. Turner fields it cleanly. And there's one away.
Now batting, the right fielder.
Ready once again, Jason Hayward. He's grounded out and lined out in 2 trips. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball runs a bit inside here. It's 1-0. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 1-0.
No bench off the plate. Ball 2.
Hit back up the middle. And into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
You know, D-Roll, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
Kyle Schwarber will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. Oh, and not a swing for the bubblegum card there. It's 1-1.
Guess where he's going with this next pitch? Probably a little further outside. See if the fish are still biting.
The 1-1. Fouled away. Hayward leads off first with 1 away. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Thames is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that'll bring up one of the better clutch hitters on the landscape, David Bodie.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Strasburg comes set. Here he comes 0-1. Fastball just off the inside corner. A runner on first with 2 away. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Right fielder giving chase. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And a good job to get to it quickly and get it back in. That'll hold him to a 2-out single.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his 2nd hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping. Now the National skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And that's going to do it now for Steven Strasburg. He'll depart after 5 2/3 as it'll be up to the bullpen to keep his guys in the ball game. In now, Ian Happ. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
And wow, that looked to be well inside, but it's a called strike. 2-1 now. Two and 2.
Hey, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here.
Try and dominate and execute a fastball in, and then get the guy sitting inside trying to be quick to everything, and then pull the string a little bit on a nasty changeup.
Here's a swing, and a bouncing ball hit to Turner. It's short, and the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Cubs strand a couple, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Striding in now for the Nats, Adam Eaton, 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan of bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Here now is Juan Soto, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Hey, this guy's been throwing a gem so far. We're moving on later in this game, and he's right at about league average for first pitch strikes.
And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
He's still looking great to me out there on the mound. Punched out the first guy in the 7th, and he's jumped ahead in the count right here. Looks like he could stay in this game a while longer.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
No better way to minimize the potential damage a cleanup hitter can do than to strike out both guys in front of him. Always a confidence boost when you can sit down the guys at the top of the lineup.
So now to the plate, Eric Thames. Contreras is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They're down 2-0. Stepping into the box, Jose Quintana. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned a chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Chris Bryant is working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Hit high and deep out to left center field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Settling in now, Jason Kipnis. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here comes the first pitch. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. And he fouls this one off.
Hey, this is a huge at-bat right here. This pitcher wants to end this inning and have 3, 4, 5 due up to start the next inning.
Weak grounder down the first baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 bounces in the dirt for a ball.
Good job to lay off that 1-2 breaking ball. Put himself right back in this at bat.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The 2-2. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're up 2-0. Here's Howie Kendrick. He'll start us off in the 8th.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
The 1-0 is in there for strike one. High in the air out towards shallow right. Hayward has a read on it. One down.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
1-1.
1 out, nobody on. A bouncer up, and this is off the second base bag, and that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
Now batting, the catcher, third, Suzuki.
At the plate now, Kurt Suzuki. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And this one's in the dirt. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. And they won't get him as he's able to advance from first to third on what would certainly be scored a throwing error. High and deep down the left field line. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. There's a line drive base hit to left field. And they are on the board as the run scores from third to cut the lead to 2-1 now.
Boy, he had to be sitting on a fastball hero right there because he pulls this one and gets the barrel to it to drive that runner in from third.
Yeah, Dan, you can tell he was sitting all over it. You don't get to a fastball like that without knowing it's coming. Nice piece of hitting.
Comes the Chicago skipper now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a change as that'll do it for Jose Quintana. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Stepping in now, Starlin Castro. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. Comes set and the 0-1. This is skied into short left center. Schwarber will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out number 2. Wilmer Difo will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 1, Wilmer Difo.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. In the dirt here. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. Suzuki leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Fouled off. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. The 2-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Kipnis is there. Throw not nearly in time, so despite the great effort, that'll go into the books as an infield single.
The batter, number 7.
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
And that misses low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Ready with the 2-0. Popped him up. But this will land untouched. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. Only 1 in the inning for the Nationals. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. It's the Cubs 2 and the Nats 1. Ryan Harper is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 33, Ryan Harper.
Stepping in, Javier Baez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Thames is in a few steps as he takes it for the first down.
Now batting, the catcher.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He's set. Here it comes. Now the 0-1. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And Kendrick squeezes it for out number 2.
The batter, the right fielder.
Here's Jason Hayward now. Here comes the first pitch. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. Hard ground ball. Defense played him perfectly. Gloved by Kendrick. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Cubs are down in order. They still lead it 2-1. Craig Kimbrell takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 46.
Adam Eaton will be charged with trying to start a rally in the 9th as they go to work against Kimbrell.
Hey, not an easy thing to do to try to come back and tie a game or take the lead off of a guy like this, one of the game's elite closers.
Runs up and gets this one down. Throw to first will get him as they pounce on it quickly to snuff out the bunt attempt. The Cubs are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. It was a really nice day on the mound for him.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
Juan Soto comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in his zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Hayward giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder, Eric.
So now it'll be the four-hole hitter, Eric Thames. He's batting cleanup, but has been shut down so far at the plate, 0 for 3. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Now a swing and a miss on a pitch that tied him up in knots, and the ball game is over.
Well, baseball is a game of streaks and runs, so a 4-game skid happens to even the best of teams. The key is they didn't panic or press. They just came out here, played their game, and put the losing streak behind them, like professionals are supposed to do. Well done.
Pitching and defense game, 2-1 the final score this afternoon. The Cubs took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Jose Quintana earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Craig Kimbrell hammers down the save, his 14th. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is